So hi, I'm Phoebe, HR Dynamics. I'm Rebecca.
And today we're going to talk about fundamentals, starting with recruitment.
Recruitment. Interesting you say that, Phoebe. One of my favourite things. I think recruitment's one of those really tricky ones, and I think it's actually an area that's really, really changing at the moment. I think there's a lot of old-fashioned ways to do recruitment, and nothing against online job boards, but just putting an ad up on an online job board is not going to get you your best candidates. I think recruitment actually starts before looking for the job, and we talk a lot about the employee life cycle, and I think a bit of it is creating your employer brand and creating some awareness. Recruitment is not, I guess the mistake a lot of people make is recruitment is quite a reactive process, whereas I actually believe recruitment is quite a strategic process, and you need to work on it to make sure that you get the best candidates.
I think from a small business perspective, if you're looking at recruitment, there's some really easy to do things. One is about looking at how you are appearing to the public. So your website, your Facebook, your sponsorships within the community, your participation with charities, with schools, those types of things, so that you're really building your brand reputation for people wanting to come. So I think that's one thing that's really important to do, and for the long term, and also putting on your website and Facebook and whatever platforms you use, how to apply for jobs, interested in a job. The second thing that I think is I need someone to fill the role straight away with it. And although there is a tendency just to throw money at some of those big job board platforms like Seek to go to, I think that you need to really think laterally about where you think your candidates might be hanging out.
And I think that's probably one of the most important. I had a gardener recently, and he couldn't find staff, and he had just put an ad on one of those big job platforms. It cost him $400 and something. It was a lot of money, and he got 3 applicants. And I said, well, have you thought about trying the local jobs in? Those jobs in Facebook pages are fantastic. But I think you need to, I said to him, go one step further, because I looked, and a few other gardeners in the area had looked for people as well. And there were people commenting saying, PM me, I'm interested. And I said to him, go and contact all those people that are interested in the jobs from 2 days ago. And so you need to take a bit of a proactive approach. I think gone are the days when candidates just flock to you. That definitely doesn't happen. And if you're looking for something, if you're looking for remote roles, there are actually still a lot of community newspapers that people read religiously every week, and they're great to attract candidates.
The other thing to do is that if you know people in the industry, asking around, word of mouth is often the best way to be able to find staff. So it may be at a barbecue, it may be so it could be a social function, it could be a work function, but just get the word out there to say, hey, we're looking for staff if you know someone, because someone knows someone who knows someone whose brother's looking for work or is moving into the region. So I think being really proactive from that perspective. There's some great job boards like Go Headhunting, which is a different way where candidates actually post their profiles. So there's thinking laterally is my key advice for when you're going to recruitment. What's your budget? What's fit for purpose? What's going to be the best way to get to your target market?
The other one, which I've had a little bit of success, especially in the bookkeeper area, is school newsletters. Because the schools are often looking for people to advertise in their newsletters, and you've got a captive audience because everyone reads the school newsletter, except for maybe Phoebe, but everyone reads the school newsletter, and that's a great place to put your local jobs. The other place, and that's aimed at parents obviously, the other place is if you've got a role that might suit a school leaver or an apprenticeship, get in touch with your local high school. Same for graduates, get in touch with your local university.
So what Pete does with quite a few of our clients is he'll sit down and he'll actually facilitate a brainstorm session, and it's looking at those short, medium, long term, from a crisis, I need someone now and I need someone who's got skill sets, what are we going to do and what budget do we need to throw at it to be able to get a result, through to some really long-term strategies to bring people into the business, and also looking at some internal opportunities that you've got as well. And I think that addressing the way that you find your staff and the right fit for your business in the same way that you address how you find your customers and retain your customers is the key to being able to find a great workforce.